That's Judge Judy. I love to watch her.
I know one thing that within 48 hours, this bank account has to be transferred.
She really tells them off, man.
And do you want to meet your dad at the bank to do that?
After the end of his fun club, Scott returned to his sales roots. For most of his time on the air in Denver, Blinky owned a small antique shop on the side, appropriately called, what else, Blinky's. Nowadays, it's his retreat and his only way of staying in touch with his public.
You ever hear of Blinky the Clown?
I saw that.
You're talking to him.
Well, howdy there.
Yeah, I didn't think you'd recognize without my makeup.
Yeah, you generally look a bit different on
A bit
TV.
different, like this over here, see?
Yeah.
You see, I did that for 38 years.
Yeah, I remember saying the happy birthday and all that.
Yeah. Here's the kicker. Now watch. See, it's got a dragon head, right?
Uh-huh.
Now watch.
Oh my goodness.
A sword inside. Now, these were very popular in France years ago.
Huh.
They walked around with that, the gentleman did, to protect himself from anybody that was trying to jump him and take his money.
And after all these years, Russell still has a knack for salesmanship.
An old bell, real old one, probably come off a cow. Now this is a classic. I just got this the other day. It's advertising Falstaff beer. It's a beer tray. Now here's some ice skates. Fastened to the shoes. Now they're not terribly old. But I knew that, but there's people that will buy them because they want to decorate.
Trash or treasure, it's up to the customers to decide.
This item is worth a little bit, about $47 roughly. This item here is not terribly valuable, but $12, they'll buy it.
But Blinky will give you an earful of trivia fact and fiction.
When I first bought it, I said, what in the world is it? She said, I don't know. I got to fooling around and I saw this moved. So it unscrews. So I kept unscrewed. Let's see what makes it tick here. And when I got it unscrewed, I discovered this opened up. Ah, now it started to dawn on me. That is for tea grounds. Tea grounds. Put your grounds in there, your tea grounds, and then screw this back up. Get your cup of hot water. Stir this up till it's ready to go. Now watch. See at the top? Mouthpiece. Now drink it. Drink it right through there. Drink your tea right through. I won't put my mouth on it because I don't know where it's been.
On the corner of Broadway and Iowa, Russell will likely be sitting in a lawn chair on the sidewalk, making friends with whoever will give him the time.
Come over here a minute.
How you doing, Blinky?
Pretty good. How you been?
Oh, pretty good.
How's it going?
Oh, real good.
Excuse me for not standing up. You've been coming by here for years.
Yeah.
And you know something? I never did. I gotta get that to stretch my leg. But you know something? I never did ask your name.
I'm Scott.
Scott. Well, that's my last name.
Oh, yeah?
Well, we got to be related then.
There you go.
For Blinky, and for Russell Scott, the time passes more slowly now. There's a yearning in his eyes to be back in the public eye. And his post-TV years haven't been the best. After 62 years of marriage, he and his wife divorced in early 2004. Now, Russell Scott's days are spent between a small one-bedroom apartment and his shop. At home, he surrounds himself with memories of his career and of the circus. In between work and home, Russell frequents his regular haunts. Now, coffee shops and restaurants take the place of the family dinner table. But Blinky's extended family is still around. Everywhere he goes, someone always seems to pick him out of a crowd, and especially if he gives them a little help remembering.
You watched my show? Well, how old were you when you were watching my show?
Oh, I don't know. Little. I was little. You and Captain Kangaroo.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'll be darned. Well, interesting.
born and raised in Denver, so
Yeah.
I didn't realize you were here in Denver. That you were local.
Can't get rid of me.
I love that.
I just hang around.
Well, we love that.
What's your name?
Phil.
Nice to meet you. Was you on my show ever?
No, I was never on your show, but I've been in your store many times. And come to say
Well,
hello.
I have a lot of folks that come in that watched me when they were about that big. You
I
know?
was that
Oh, yeah, I
big.
was.
And
The story of Blinky the Clown, like many real-life stories, doesn't have a completely happy ending, but it doesn't have a tragic ending either. Russell Scott and Blinky the Clown weather the not-so-good times and cherish the best of the times.
hi, fellas. How are you?
Hello, darling.
Good to see you.
How's it going?
Wicked good. How are
Good,
you doing?
good, good, good.
Stuff.
Beautiful day, huh?
It is one of the best.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful day in the neighborhood, huh?
Isn't that the truth?
Yes.
How are you? Good to see you guys. Is he a friend of yours?
He is a friend of
I always shake. If he's a friend of yours, I'll shake hands with him. You better.
How have you been?
Good. How you been?
You look wonderful.
Oh, yes.
It's been a long time. I was on your show about probably 8 years ago.
What?
8 years ago, I was on your show, my birthday.
You were on my show 8 years ago? I may not get to see you again for a while, but just remember one thing. Leave me in your will, and mind your mom and dad.
Okay.
And please stay out of those streets.
What's up, Blinky?
How you doing?
Say hi to you. I've been with you forever. Blinky!
Doug, I didn't know you were going to be down here. Am I next?
You are next.
I'm
You're
next.
not the only one cracking
Those
up.
shoes are older than you and I put together, man. Did you hear the joke about the fellow that lost his little doggy?
No?
And he went over to the church and he says, Father, I've lost my little friend and I'm so depressed. He says, would you consider coming over? I'm going to have a few friends over. Would you consider coming over and saying a few words over the little feller? And the father said, I'm sorry, son. He said, I don't do funerals for animals. and the father said, oh, I'm so sorry. And the man said, I'm so sorry. You don't know how sorry I am because I just made out a check for $5,000 I was going to donate to the church. Father says, heavens to Betsy, why didn't you tell me the poor little dog was Catholic?
And so, like all the kids whose childhood is now behind them, so is Blinky's place in the spotlight. Blinky may have been swept away by the big business of broadcasting, and there may be no going back to those simpler times on the airwaves. But love him or hate him, there's no denying the significance and the impact that Blinky the Clown had on tens of thousands of Colorado kids, entertaining them with a funny gag, reminding them to
remember to mind mom and dad, okay?
and making their birthdays just a little more special.